I can't believe that I'm sitting here paying tribute, saying goodbye to my Fofo, Kango, Antoine, Lare-Lantone. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that Fofo is gone. I cannot believe that I can't call Fofo anymore and ask him a question and hear that loud and powerful, and happy and attentive voice. I can't believe it. But unfortunately, we had just buried Fofo. And we can't ask. We can't question because God gives and takes. We have plans, but God is the one who delivers those plans. God is the one who owns every single hour, every single minute, every single action. Only God knows. God takes, God gives. God owns our lives. So I cannot question God. I cannot question him. Why did he do this? I will trust him that he knows why. He has a reason. He has a purpose. And I will trust that it is his will. The one thing that we have comfort in is the fact that Fofo has accomplished his most important task, the last important task that he wanted so much to accomplish. And that was to bury his mother with dignity. Fofo said he wanted to bury his mother with dignity. If he done that, if he's able to do that, then he was ready to die anytime. And if you were with us in Lomé in May, you know that Fofo accomplished his, task, this important task that he has. He accomplished it. So we take comfort in that. We take comfort in that. And we thank God. We are grateful to God for allowing him to achieve that. We are grateful that he was able to accomplish that. You see, I believe there are two important dates in our lives. The first date, October 27th, 2022 at 6 a.m. I received a notification on my phone that says Fofo's birthday. Fofo's birthday. So birthday is the first date. I was waiting for Fofo's call, and then my niece calls me and said Fofo died. That's the second most important date in our lives. The other dates, the anniversaries, weddings, they are not important dates in our lives. Your birthday and your death dates are the most important days. See, I believe every single one of us have a purpose in this life. Some people, including myself, are still searching for it. But some people, they already know this purpose before they come out of the womb of their mother because they already know. Even though they can't speak, they know what that purpose is. And they come to this world, they achieve just that. See, I believe Fofo was one of those people. He was one of those lucky people. Fofo's path was laid out to him before he was born. God already knew that when Fofo comes to this world, he was going to carry on his father's legacy. And what is that legacy? To change his family, help his family, not just his family, not just his country, but Africa. Make a difference in Africa. And Fofo came and did just that. He came, he achieved his purpose. He did his best. He gave it his all. So for that, we will all be forever grateful. So Fofo's father died in his late 40s. His mother died at 93 years old. Fofo dies at 64 years old. But the quality of their lives, it's incredible. I'm saying this to tell you that I believe it's not the length, how long you lived in this world. It's not how long you lived in this world. It's the quality of it. And yes, Fofo is gone. Fofo is gone. It's a shock. We are angry. We are frustrated. We are sad. We have questions. But I know, I take comfort in the fact that Fofo lived a quality life. Fofo gave and gave and gave. Fofo loved and loved and loved. Fofo has done his purpose. He did it well. His father did his purpose and did it well. His mother did his purpose and did it well. So I want to tell you, the quality of our lives is what is most important in this world. From your birthday to your death day, the quality of your life is what is important. It is very difficult. It is unbelievable. It is shocking. It is confusing. It is painful. It is unbelievable for me to be sitting here, paying tribute, saying goodbye, talking about my Fofo, Kango, Antoine, Lare-Lantone. What Fofo was to me, he was my brother, he was my father, he was my uncle, he was my mentor, he was my library, he was my knowledge base, he was my research, he was my computer, he was my go-to person for everything important about our family, about culture, about education, about my own life, about my struggles, about all the pain points, about everything. Fofo was my go-to person. In life, you have some people in your life that we know there's death. We know we're all going to die one day. But there are certain people in your life because they are everything to you. You are glued to your family. They are everything to you. They are what makes a family a family. They are what gets you where you are. They are so important, so critical in your life that you never think that they will die. You never think. These are people you just feel that he's going to be there in the old age, 200 years, still talking to your great children about our culture, about where we come from. You never think death will take them. You never think they'll die. This is Fofo to me. So when I'm saying I'm sitting here shocked, it is beyond shocked. We lost the loss of Fofo. It is going to be felt for generations to come. I'm saying Fofo because in our culture, you don't call your elder by their name. You don't all call your older sister, your older brother by their names. You don't call your parents by their names. It's disrespectful. You call them by, Fofo. Fofo in our language is just brother, older brother. You don't call them by their name. So when I'm saying Fofo, I'm referring to my Kango, Antoine, Lare-Lantone. And for me, if you look in the dictionary, if I want to use the dictionary words to describe Kango, I'm going to tell you that he was knowledgeable. He was kind-hearted. Fofo was knowing. So that's why I was telling you he was my research. He was my computer. He was my knowledge base. He was my library. He was my go-to person. Fofo was knowledgeable about everything. There was nothing that you can go to Fofo for and he wouldn't have an answer for you. Even if he has to do a research with you, he's not going to do a research and give it to you. No, he's going to do, you going to do the research together. Fofo was knowing. He was kind-hearted. He has the biggest heart that I have not seen in anybody. I don't know if you have anyone in your life that makes you feel this way. But Fofo, I had this person. Fofo was this person in my life. Fofo was authentic. He was one of the kind. He was the person that you go to if you want the truth, if you really want to learn something, if you really want to know something. Fofo was different than everybody. Fofo was unique. He was very unique. He was attentive. He listened. And he answered. Fofo was nice. Fofo was nice. He was the nicest man. Not just nice, but he was noble. Fofo was a definition of a noble man. He was noble. Fofo was good and giving. He was a good man, inside out. And he was giving. He gave and gave and gave and gave. He gave to his family. He gave to his country. He gave to Africa. He gave to people, to his people, because of the love that he has for his family, for his people, for his country, for Africa. Fofo was one of the kind people on this earth. He was one of the kind. There was no one like him. There was no one like him. The only comparison that I can have for Fofo in my family, in our family, in my generation, in the generation before me, is Fofo's father, Jaffork, Yenduba, Lare-Lantone. I cannot sit here and pay tribute to Fofo without talking about his father. The reason why I say that is because the love of Fofo for his people, for his family, started it with his father. So that's why I cannot do this. I cannot speak about this without, paying tribute to his father as well. You see, his father was the first person to leave our village, Kango, our village, to come to Lomé, the city, for a better life. He was the first person in our family to do that. And when he came, he brought his siblings with him for a better life. He helped them. They went to school, started their own businesses. He was the first person who started his own business. He opened, the best restaurants they ever seen. When I hear this story, I get goosebumps. He was the first person. So he started it, this legacy. So his love for a better life, his love for his people, his family, his country, the love for a better life for every human being, started it with his father. And his father didn't get a chance to do all this that he was set out to do. He died at a very young age. So God had already prepared Fofo before he came out of the womb of his mother. His path was laid out to him already by his father without even knowing. Fofo already know what he was out here. He was coming to this world to do. And when he came, he carried on where his father left off. When his father died, he picked up and did a great job. I'm saying that because I am in America today. Because of Fofo. Fofo was the first person to leave Togo in his family and come to America. So he opened a door for all of us, whether directly or indirectly, to come abroad for a better life. What I'm trying to say is, generations and generations to come will be forever grateful for Jafwork, Yenduba, and Kango, Antoine, Lare-Lantone, for the open doors they have opened for us, the opportunities they have given us. We will be forever grateful to God for putting them in our lives and for making it possible, for allowing them to do what they have done for their families. You see, most people know Fofo's love for, democracy, true democracy. His love for tradition, his love for culture, his love for education, his love for knowledge, his love for a better life. His love for fairness, for improvement, for not just his family, not just for his country, but the whole Africa. You know that Fofo was a true culturist, traditionalist. Fofo was professionalist. He was an Africanist. What you don't know is the depth of the love that he has for his family, what he has done for his family. Fofo is the reason why I can read. I wasn't going to school when I was a child. And when he came back and he asked, was I going to school? They said, no. I can remember, I can still see how angry he was that I wasn't going to school. Long story short, we didn't even wait till the next school year. I was in school before he left. He went back to America. So for that, I will forever be grateful for Fofo. I will forever be grateful for Fofo for so many things. I will forever be grateful for Fofo for making it possible for me to be in America. Because if he didn't bring my sister Yvette to America, she wouldn't have been able to bring me, and I wouldn't have been able to bring my son. I will forever be grateful. I will forever be grateful for all the education that Fofo has given me. I will forever be grateful for Fofo's patience, his knowledge, his education, his guidance, his words to me. I will be grateful for an hour and 12 minutes that he has given me few days before he died. I will forever grateful for the examples, the life stories that he shared with me on that phone call. I will forever be grateful for this kente Fofo got me from Ghana. I remember when I asked him, when he was going to Ghana, he asked if I wanted something. I told him that I wanted kente. If you know Fofo, you know he spent his time trying to ask me what kind that I wanted, the colors that I wanted, which ones that I wanted, because there were so many. And knowing him, he gave me education behind kente, I just asked him to bring me kente, but he took his time because he wanted to make sure he got me exactly what I wanted. This is the last gift few months before Vovopa, so I am grateful. My plan was to wear my kente and wish him happy 65th birthday. That was my plan. But God had other plans for Fofo. I will be forever grateful for that. I will be forever grateful for the last conversations. I'll do the best I can to remember his last advice to me. I am very grateful and very fortunate to have had Fofo in my life. I have so much to be grateful for Fofo for, just the small things. And I'm gonna miss those very much. I'm gonna miss his voice, the power in his voice. I'm going to miss the way he calls my son, Safi. Loud. He calls me so loud. I'm going to miss his voice. I'm going to miss him as a person. There's so much I thought we still have to do. So much I will be forever grateful for Fofo. And on behalf of my son, Safiano, I, Lara, want to say thank you, Fofo. Thank you. And I know that Safiano's generation, our children's generation to come, will forever be grateful. I'm thanking you on their behalf. I am saying thank you for what you have done, what your father has done, what your mother, Dada, has done for me, for my son. So Fofo, until we meet again, so Fofo, I said goodbye until we meet again. Thank you. Merci Fofo. Akpe Fofo. Ni pork, ni pork, ni pork, ni pork Fofo. I am wearing this for Fofo, for our mobile culture. I'm wearing this because of Fofo's love for tradition. I don't know anybody in my family who had more education than Fofo. So his love for education, his love for education. I am able to read. I will pick up a paper. I can read it today because of Fofo. That's his love for education. He wanted his whole family, everybody, to have education. It was important to him that all our generation, every other generation, understood and know where they come from. They know their culture and they know the differences. Fofo was culturist. Fofo loved Africa. Fofo was a beautiful man inside and out. I can't believe how many women had a crush on Fofo. He didn't even know it. Effortless. We can never thank Fofo enough. On behalf of my generation, on behalf of our family members who are not able to do this, on behalf of Bawa, on behalf of Husseini, on behalf of Danladi, on behalf of Memuta, on behalf of Kande and their children, on behalf of Teni's children, on behalf of Ali's child, Fofo, I want to say thank you. To Fofo, to Kango, Lare-Lantone, Jafwork, Yenduba, Lare-Lantone. He started it, and Fofo carried on his legacy and made it made us who we are today. So for that, we will forever be grateful to God for them. So until we meet again, Fufu, goodbye and thank you. In French, I want to say merci, Fufu. In a way, I want to say akpe, Fufu, akpe no kaka, akpe no. And Moba, I want to say Fufu, ni pork la, ni pork.